Today's topic is cryptic creatures, and if there is any place in the world where mysterious creatures could be lurking, it's Florida. From Pensacola beaches to the swamplands of the Everglades, Florida is home to some of the most unique environments in the country, resulting in some rather unique wildlife habitats, giving life to sea serpents and water monsters hiding in the rivers and the swamps, making this place ideal for myths and legends of all shapes and sizes. So, I'd like to take you from the uncanny events to creatures undiscovered, where we move on to a more natural part of the supernatural world, the creepy critters and the legendary cryptids. To start us off, we'll be looking at Florida's legendary big cat, the black panther. Now, the presence of these large felines has been tested time and time again. Are there really black panthers in Florida? No, not really. The term panther is a general term used for large cats, and in Florida there is a subspecies of mountain lion, and like any creature, it can be melanistic, resulting in dark fur often attributed to these large felines. Large wild cats are present in Florida, just in such small numbers that it's a rarity indeed to see such a magnificent animal. There are only 100 or less in the state of Florida, and as of my research, there haven't been any recorded ones with black fur, though, like I said earlier, it is possible for large cats to be melanistic, having dark or black fur. From large cats to a large bipedal ape. That's right, we'll talk about Florida's very own Bigfoot, the skunk ape. Stories relating to the skunk ape may go back to early Indian legends, which speak of giants living among the Kissimmee River, and the Sand People and Mangrove People. Early pioneers told of finding native graves with thigh bones as large as a man's leg and skulls that would fit over their heads. In almost all skunk ape encounters, witnesses describe an obnoxious odor, a stench like rotten cabbage or a skunk. Cited many times, skunk ape is described like most Bigfoot encounters, a bipedal ape-like creature, 7 feet tall and very hairy, with fur colors ranging from dark to, in one instance, a shaggy white. What trip to Florida would be complete without talking about what's in the water? And in this case, there be monsters. Sea serpents and water creatures unknown to science have been sighted all over the world, and Florida is no different. When Emily Bell of Fort Pierce wrote memoirs about living in Florida in the late 1800s, she described seeing a green and black colored creature, a sea serpent with a human-like face, at the Jupiter Inlet, 30 feet long, that crawled into the sea. Now, this thing has been since sighted multiple times by locals, and last seen in 1927. Another instance was in 1943, where a couple sailing off of Fort Walton Beach encountered something they could not explain. They said it was a long-necked creature protruding about 4 to 5 feet out of the water, which had a round head, a furry, cat-like face, and vanished beneath their boat. Now, between Lake Monroe and Lake George down near DeLand, Florida, we have the St. Johns River monster. It is said that it's amphibious in nature, which leaves visible paths in the bushes along the river's edge from where it has been eating. Recent sightings have this creature as a grayish pink, with a head with horns, mostly described as snail-like, fins along the back of its head, and a mouth that is turned down at the corners. While some believe these sightings could be a manatee, others say it could be a new species of giant salamander, which can grow to about 5 to 6 feet long and have pinkish skin due to their diets. But those, as far as we know, only exist in the Asian countries of Japan and China. So what are we seeing here in the rivers of Central Florida? Perhaps we'll know for sure one day, but for now, it's certainly weird and leaves me contemplating our strange but wonderful mysteries here. Over the course of human history, many strange and unexplained phenomena have occurred, perplexing those of even the most astute minds, some of whom choose to believe the wild tales they encounter, and others who, upon not being able to debunk the claims, choose to ignore and drop the topic, for fear logic and reason cannot find evidence of a truth they cling to. Creatures we can't explain, uncanny events that defy our reasoning, and those long departed that still make their stories known. These are the stories I wish to tell, and the ones that fascinate me the most. I thank you all for listening, and hope you'll join me next time for more stirring tales and fireside talks that expand into the weird and the fantastic.